Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome to my garden. If you're new here, my name is Barbara. I live in Tennessee in Zone 7B, and today I'm going to give you a tour of my garden in September. And let me just tell you, it's a hot mess, but I'm going to show you anyway. So just so you know, if you've been following me, you know that we have really been switching gears mentally and physically, going from summer to fall. So here on our homestead, we have three main growing spaces. We have a hot tunnel that's to the right of me, that's 30 by 96, and that is where we're going to be doing all of our fall and winter planting. So in the hot tunnel, in the past few videos, you have seen us literally take away everything that is in the tunnel that is summer related, and then we've started to plant our fall stuff. That is the sole and only place that we will have fall and winter crops growing all throughout the year. We grow 24/7, 365 days a year in that hot tunnel. The other space that we have is the space where I'm standing right now, which is our outside garden. Everything is in ground, except there is one raised bed out here. And we only use this space in the summertime. So it still is full, absolutely full. And then we have a space behind our house that have 5 raised beds. We mostly grow garlic out there in the fall, and then we will do onions in the spring, and then in the summer we will do second successions of stuff. So this summer we did Roma tomatoes, we did an extra round of bell peppers, and we did a round of green beans. So the primary growing space obviously is our hot tunnel, because we do that all year round. And then our second biggest space is this garden right here that we're standing in. And y'all, the garden is wild, it is unkept, it is untidy, it looks a mess. But I guarantee you that before this video is over, we're gonna have some food. Now, let me put this in perspective. There has been a lot of my business is busy, the farm is busy, we've been traveling, the ministry is busy, busy, much like your life, right? And so my attention and my focus has been the tunnel and getting that ready for the fall. That means my attention has not been out here. And I have really kind of let it go. I have let it go. Just because I don't have the time and the space mentally or physically to do both, especially when I know that I'm in transition. Now, obviously this summer I was managing all 3 spaces, happy about it. But as the season is starting to change, I have pretty much let this go for a couple of reasons. 1, I don't have the time and space. 2, I have put up enough food for the upcoming year. And so there is nothing that I need. And that is not to brag. That is just to say I'm grateful and I have a lot of gratitude. We grew a lot of food this summer. You guys, if you've been here, you have seen it. But I don't need any more food. And so I'm not as pressed to be out here managing things. I've let it go. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in September when I have let it go. Y'all, I was in my freezers this morning trying to find something. My freezers, and I have 3 freezers. My freezer that I use for like summer, like for produce and stuff out of the garden, it is up to the top. I cannot put anything else in there. Maybe a napkin. That's about it. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to go row by row. We're going to chit chat. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then we're going to pick whatever is out here to pick, because there's a storm coming and it's supposed to rain for the next 4 to 5 days. So I figure, being a good steward, I should at least come out here and get the food. And this food I am going to donate and give away to somebody who wants it, because I do not want it in my freezers. I do not want it in my house long term. So let's turn the camera around and let's go around and see what things are looking like. Let me further clarify what I mean when I say I've let it go. There are a couple of rows where, well, there was one row that I turned the water off, and that's because we had some type of, one of the drip lines busted and broke, and there was water spewing everywhere. We were on our way out of town. We did not have a chance to fix it, and so I just turned the whole thing off, and I never came back here and turned it on, and we haven't had a chance to fix it. It's just been that busy. And when I got my my water bill, I was like, it can stay off. It can stay off. So I'll show you that row. The other thing is that I have not fertilized. I probably have not fertilized this space in at least a month. I have not been out here. I have not pruned. I have not cut anything back. I haven't done any of that. The last time I was out here, I think I came out here to get some flowers. And then I've been watering my potatoes. I come out here and I water my potatoes, and I open the gate. water my potatoes, and I open the gate, go back out, and close it up. So you gonna see, like me, what is really going on. Let me show you the first thing that I want to show you. First thing I want to show you is my new hose pipe out here. This is a stainless steel hose pipe. One of you guys recommended that I get one of these, and I just want to say thank you so much. I don't remember who recommended it, but thank you. If you've been here, you know I'm on the struggle bus when it comes to hose pipes. We go through at least 2 to 3 hose pipes a year. They break, we leave the water on too long. We try to remember to turn it off, but you know how it is. We manage it a lot. It stays on, the pipe busts, like there's always something. And I was talking about it on my YouTube, and somebody said, try a stainless steel one. I really like this one. Now, it's all the way stretched out, so there is no kink, and I only use it to water the potatoes. But I like it so far, and so if you've never heard of one, like I hadn't heard of one, get you one of these. So far, so good. We've had about a month, and so far, I'm loving it. Let's go and look at the first row. Okay, y'all, in this row are peppers and okra and flowers. So let's take a look. The plants still look good. They're green. They look healthy. Let's see if we have anything. Oh, yeah, we do. We got some bell peppers. Wow, look at that. Already. I'm just going to go down this row and let's see what else we got. Still on the first row. Look at my basil. It's completely gone to seed. The bees love it. So for now, they can have it. And I'll be honest, I did not really harvest much of this basil that's out here in the outside garden. I had so much in the high tunnel that I really never needed to get any from out here. But it's great for pollination. Other people came and got some, but I really didn't harvest any for our own use out here. Look at this banana plant peppers. Oh my, this thing is loaded. Absolutely loaded. Oh wow. They are literally falling off. I hope like y'all can see this. They are literally just weighing the plant down. I've never picked this many from this plant. And the plant is real brittle. It's breaking. Probably because of all these peppers on here. Wow, there's more. Okay, first row check-in. I got a basket full of bell peppers and banana peppers. We haven't even made it down the whole row. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Now look at my okra plants. They have gotten quite tall. Quite tall. Let me see if I can zoom in. Do you see all that okra on just that one little stem? Now most of it's overgrown because you know with okra you have to pick it every day. But it is putting on the hits. I definitely let the okra go. And then look at all this okra on the ground. I can save that for seed. More peppers. These I think are Ajvarsky that just haven't turned red, but you can still use them as green, like a bell pepper. Peppers to put in your dishes and things like that. A couple of more bell peppers. And then look at these flowers. Still looking good. But you can see they have, well, the blooms look good. But look, you can see there's powdery mildew on them. So, but you would take off that part anyway. You can still use the flowers. Look at our potatoes. They look so good. So very good. I cannot wait to see if we're going to actually get potatoes before the frost. So I'm trying something new. So if you didn't see the video, I'm trying fall potatoes for the first time. I have never done my potatoes in the fall, but I missed the spring window and I thought, I want potatoes. Let me just see if I can try, because I read somewhere that in zone 7 you can do like a fall planting. So I'm going to see if it works. I have the potatoes in the Vajayga bed. This color is night blue. At first I was like, I have fallen in love with this color, and I fall in love with this bed. If you want a raised bed that is not wood and you want to do something that's going to last you, like this bed is going to last 20 to 25 years because of the metal and the materials that are on it. I have a code in my description. You can get a percentage off. I think it's either 5 or 10%. I'll put the code up here at the top, and then there's a link in my bio if you want to go grab you one from Vajayga. But so far, y'all, I'm loving this bed, and it is growing these potatoes quite fine. So this is our row 1 harvest. Let's take a look at row 2. These are our pole green beans. Y'all can see they don't look good. Don't look good at all. And I stopped picking these beans a long time ago. We harvested a bunch, we cooked them, and we just did not like the way they tasted at all. But I still have center cut squash growing, which is wild. There's one like right there. That's on the small side, but it'll eat. This one has like just come back to life. Like it had stopped producing, and now it's just, I see flowers, I see zucchini growing. This is like a zucchini variety center cut squash. Oh, look. I have a squash growing. It's small, but it's growing. So remember, we planted a second succession of squash. I thought it did squash and zucchini. It might have just been squash. We planted a second succession, so that's what that is. It is growing slow, but it doesn't have any pest damage. It does look, it has a little bit of powdery mildew starting. And again, this was an experiment. I've never done a succession this late of squash in the fall. So I wanted to see what would happen. So I have one squash growing. It's not of size yet. So it's going a little bit slow, but I think in the next 2 to 3 days, I'll be able to pick it. But that's the only one that I see. But that's okay. Now look at this. Just dead. This is the row. Do y'all see all these weeds? They have come up to meet us. This is the row where we had the leak. And this is the row where I turned it off. You would think that everything would be brown. It's still green, but it's just weeds. These were tomatoes. This was my tomato row. You can see that there's definitely some hornworm damage for sure. That's unreal. I have some tomatoes growing in there. Look, do you see that? Y'all, the water is off on this bed, but do you see those green tomatoes growing? I see a wasp or something on one of the red ones, so I'm not even going over there. They can have it. Y'all, I'm telling you, since that wasp got me, I'm good. Then you can see here, look at these marigolds. Are they not beautiful? And then I got my zinnias. I have the zinnias back there in the back, still looking good. So pretty, so pretty. But if you can see all the way down, it is a jungle. So I'm not even gonna try to walk through there. I'm gonna meet you on the other side and just go around. Okay, this is the purple hull row. Does not look hot. Now this is a surprise because my purple hull peas have never looked like this by this point in the season. They go strong until like the first part of October. They've been looking like this for weeks. And I'm not sure why, because they actually are getting water. And it could just be because I haven't harvested. They're just like dried on the vine. So I could save these as seed. I could save this as seed if I wanted to. I could cook it too. I prefer to have them a little bit more young and mature, but I could save that as seed and plant it next year. So that's probably what I'll do, is that I'll just collect these before we pull everything up and then just save it as seed. That's probably what I'll do. But yeah, that row is looking kind of bad. Look at this surprise. This is a dahlia that just started blooming literally maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I see I have a lot of those honey patch squashes out here. Here's another pepper. I have tons of these out here that I need to get. Y'all, I got 5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is the honey patch squash from row 7. It has produced extremely well and it tastes really, really great. These are small. It's like a personal size. So if you don't have a big family or you live by yourself, but you like butternut squash, then I would say try this next year. Put that on your list from row 7. It's called honey patch squash. It has a really good flavor, but it's like a personal size squash. Okay, guys, here is another pepper row. These are our jalapeno peppers. They are definitely here. And I'm about to leave them right here. I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. But there's still plenty on the vine. Plenty, plenty, plenty. They're everywhere. Oh my goodness. Are these bell peppers? Y'all, look at this. Do y'all see this? I don't even remember there being a bell pepper plant here. Okay, this is the same row except I walk down to the end and we'll walk back up. Eggplant, eggplant, eggplant. It's all overripe. Flowers that still look good. That was a sunflower that met its maker, apparently. More flowers. Look at all the weeds in the aisleway. Do y'all see this? This is just straight up weeds. Weeds, weeds, weeds. Do you see how deep that is? But look at here. I don't even know what this is, y'all. Oh, I think this is Sugar Rush Peach that just haven't turned colors. Because there's another one right beside it that has. This is habanero. There. These are cayenne. If you didn't see my video about my top 10 crops, this was one of them. This is the red ember. You see how they're bigger and thicker than a regular cayenne pepper? Y'all. These bees are, oh. Okay, more. just food. Food, food, food. And then you can see all the basil that has gone to seed. All the way down. This is the watermelon row. So I interplanted basil with watermelon. That's just a big old weed growing right here in the aisleway. Our watermelon patch that was. Y'all, the garden never ceases to amaze me. Seeds want to grow. Even in the middle of all of this mess that has been unkept, uncared for, haven't been paid attention to, it is still producing food. I have 2 baskets of food. I have 6 butternut squash. I have a basket full of bell peppers. I have 1 center cut squash. And I have, what else did we pick? It was those bell peppers. Oh, a whole bunch of banana peppers. So if I wanted to can more, pickle more, I could do all of that. And then on this row, I have a ton of jalapeno peppers, cayenne pepper, and serrano peppers. Unreal. And y'all even see some tomatoes on this vine, but the wasps are out, and I'm just gonna let them have it until they, unless they leave, then I'll come back out here. And then I still have plenty of flowers to harvest. I did a video, I guess, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, the last time I was out here, saying I think this might be the last summer harvest. I was talking about this and the hot tunnel, mostly that, the hot tunnel. But there is still food out here. Food, seeds want to grow. Food wants to grow. Because even in this, it is still producing. And that's a lesson for somebody. God said he'll give us beauty for our ashes. So even though your situation may be looking like ashes, it's all shriveled up, it's all dried up, you can still produce something great. And this is a witness. That's why I love the garden. It reminds us and tells us of God's love for us and how he supplies our every need. What a blessing. What a reminder. What a reminder of how God takes care of us. I'm in awe. I am in awe. So all of this food that I just picked is going to be donated and given away for free to someone who wants it, because I have been blessed exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask or think in this here garden season. Now, let me tell you the reason why I'm not picking these jalapenos. My husband picked a whole basket full literally just last night and brought them in the house, literally. And there's still more on the vine. There's probably a whole nother basket full. But as he brought that basket in to the house, I was in the middle of processing jalapenos, 2 big baskets full of jalapenos that had been sitting on my counter. And so I was shredding them or slicing them in the food processor, and I was getting them ready for the freeze dryer. So I filled up a whole freeze dryer full of jalapenos, and then I got 5 gallon size bags of jalapenos. That's why I'm not picking those. 1, my counter is partially clean. Not all the way. I still have tomatoes that I got to do. And then I have okra and then something else. I don't remember what else. But I'm working my way through, because I'm going to have me a clean counter before this fall produce start coming in. I'm going to have me a clean counter. But anyway, I got 5 gallon size bags of jalapenos that I had to put in the freezer. That's why I'm not picking those. Because if I pick them, I got to bring them in my house and do something with them. And I don't want to do that right now. I'm trying to clear out before I have to go out of town. So I'm not picking them. I'm going to let them sit right here. They can get plump. They can get big. They can do whatever they want to do. And if they're real good, they can turn red. So I can make me some more sriracha sauce. If you didn't see my sriracha sauce video and you like sriracha sauce, go look at the sriracha sauce video. I've already gone through 1 bottle. That stuff is so good. So good. Why do y'all let me get on here and cut up? Why? Okay, y'all, let's bring this to a close. The jalapenos are gonna stay. We'll get them another time because they're gonna be fine. They'll get bigger and or they'll turn red, and I'll get them when I come back. They're gonna be just fine. We're trying to make sure that we have jalapeno salt to sell until next summer, and I think we're gonna be well on our way, because I got 5 bags in my freezer that's just waiting to be freeze dried. And I'm just got them in rotation. So we'll freeze dry them, and that way we can make jalapeno salt all throughout the year when people want it like you. If you don't know about jalapeno salt, you need to get some in your life. It is so good. And if you have bought jalapeno salt from me, or if you made your own, put down in the comments how good it is. You can put it on everything. Popcorn, eggs, grits, chili, collard greens, chicken, spaghetti. I mean, whatever you want, French fries, whatever you eat, it's going to be good. Breakfast sandwiches, omelets, the whole nine. It is so, so good. We sell it in our shop, so definitely go to the website, livingfoodsfarm.com, and go to kitchen items for sale, I think it says, and you can buy you some jalapeno salt. It is so, so good. But y'all, thank you for meeting me in the garden today on this garden tour. This is the last tour of this garden for 2024. The next time we're going to be out here, it's going to be hauling stuff away. Now, we might have to come out. We'll probably have to harvest again, for sure, before we haul stuff away. But this is the last tour. There's not going to be an October garden tour. There may be an October haul away, but there won't be an October garden tour of this space. So thank you guys for rocking with me. If you've been here all summer long, cheering me on, I appreciate you. If you are new, please consider subscribing. I'll pop a couple other videos here that you can watch between now and the next video. Remember, gardening is a journey. What are we going to do? Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.